Hi, if you have clicked this video, it's most likely because you want to find out more about writing or publishing your own book. Well, it's great to have you here. My name is Francesca McDowell. For those who I don't know or who don't know me, most people call me Fran. And so I have been asked this question probably 3 or 4 times in the last few months in terms of how did I write my books and did I self-publish? And about the process. And so I thought, let me do a video because there's quite a few different elements to this. So it's January 2023, getting used to saying that. And as of now, I have written and published 7 books. So I'm going to go through the 7 of them and whether they were self published or traditionally published, and we'll take it from there. So the first book I wrote is called Women Who Win. I co-wrote it with Simone Bell, and this we actually used a traditional publisher, and so they approved our manuscript to be part of, their publishing house, and we submitted it, and then the publisher did the formatting, the book cover, ISBN, and uploaded it to Amazon. Okay, so that's Women Who Win, book number one. Book number two is 119 Tips for Public Speaking. This book was also co-written with Adam Butler. Now, he actually self-published this book. So he did the formatting, the book cover design, uploaded to Amazon, and that's how we got that one published. It's all of the books I've written are non-fiction books, which is quite important to note because I think fiction books have quite a different process, and so the formatting, oh, it's a bit too bright, is quite simple for this book. Okay, number two. Number three is Surviving Spiritual Abuse. So this book was I went to traditional public, the same publisher I used for Women Who Win, and again they did the formatting. I had done a book cover design in draft, and then they polished it up. They did, yeah, the formatting, put it on Amazon for me. And because it's with the publisher, this book is also in Waterstones, okay? And then last year I self-published myself the Encouragements of the Day book series. So there's 4 books. So there's 90 Days of Inspiration for Life and Personal Development. These are hardback books. Yep, again, the formatting is quite simple. So it's a quote in the middle and then a little kind of like decorative line at the bottom, and it's a quote per page. So that was Inspiration for Life and Personal Development. And the next in the series is 90 Days of Inspiration for the Purpose Leader. I will say I actually made a bit of a hiccup with the cover size. And so they're slightly different sizes. And I have since learned that if you publish a book on Amazon Direct Kindle Publisher, you cannot change a book cover size after it's published. And so I said, well, hey, we'll keep it at this size. Okay. And then the third in the series is 90 Days of Inspiration for Faith and Family. And the last one is 90 Days of Inspiration for Health and Well-being. I'm already doing a version 2 because I didn't like the book cover color. It didn't come out the same. So yeah, so 7 books in I think about 2.5 years. And so it has been an amazing journey. I have learned absolutely loads and really excited to support other people in their journey as well. So I am in no means an expert on books. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just doing things from experience. So there are three main ways in which you can be published. Okay, the first one is using a traditional publisher, whereby maybe you have an agent or basically they approve your manuscript and they will edit it and help with the book cover, and they will do the formatting, and they'll do it, you know, under a contract. And so oftentimes people are paid for that work up front, but they don't always hold all the copyrights themselves. The challenge with that route is it might take several years to kind of get your manuscript approved in with a particular publishing house or company because you write what they are looking for. Yeah. So I know people who it's taken years to get their book approved, if at all. Okay, so that's traditional. And then you've got a hybrid traditional publisher. So I'm not sure that's a formal title, but this is the company who I use. I will put the details in the comments under this video. So they're kind of in between. So they are a traditional publishing house, but you pay them for their services to do the formatting, the book cover design, the ISBN number. They will also upload it to Amazon for you if you do that. But you still hold the full copyright, and you are also responsible for all your own marketing as well. So for me, the benefits is that I could get the book done in a shorter amount of time. I didn't have to wait for somebody to approve the book. It's all my own work, right? I wasn't writing because somebody else needed a certain type of book to fit in with their objectives, but I could really write what I wanted to write, and it's still fully mine. The challenges with this is that you can't get it done in a month because, firstly, the publishing house still has to approve your manuscript that they want to work with you, that actually, there's still an alignment of values as well. And then it's still a process. And so, depending on how many books are there before you or other things they've got on, it takes a while. And so, Women Who Win, from the time that Simone and I had actually finished the manuscript and submitted it, it took about 5 to 6 months to get it out. And then Surviving Spiritual Abuse probably took about 7 months. And one of the reasons is because every time it came back for me to approve the manuscript, I had to read it through. And because it's quite a meaty topic, it was just quite challenging, to read it through. So I definitely did make the process take a little bit longer. And then for the encouragements of the day books, I probably did a book start to, once the manuscript was completed, 3 weeks is my personal turnaround. And so when I say that, that means me sending the manuscript off to be formatted by somebody, because if you're going to use Amazon KDP, you've got to format it in a way that they approve. So that is a process. And then I designed my book covers, designed the blurb for the back of the book, plus uploaded it onto Amazon, adding in lots of different types of information that they require from you, and also doing the pricing and the copyrights. So that, yeah, it's quite a layered process, but 3 weeks is what I have managed to get it down to as well. And then, yeah, so that is the 3 ways in a nutshell. I definitely have learned lots. I've definitely made mistakes, like I mentioned, with the size of the Purpose Leader book. Also, the very first book I did for Encouragement of the Day, I did it with a matte finish. Now, matte really picks up fingerprints and oil stains really easily. So I actually had to basically, once it was published, get it done again, but with a gloss finish, just so that it had it had a neater finish, but also it was more durable. The reason I chose hardback book was because I wanted them to be keepsakes. I wanted them to be books that you could keep as a keepsake for people, because their encouragements and their quotes, and that's just what I chose to do personally. So I've also got some of these as Kindle books as well. And again, that's another layer of processing because the formatting is slightly different for that, as is the book cover format that they want Amazon. And so, yeah, there's a few different areas that are involved. So I think if you are publishing for yourself, self-publishing is definitely going to be the easiest, quickest, and most reasonably priced option. So yeah, it's weighing up the pros and cons. So from the way I published, using the traditional publisher, each book I would say cost between 1,000 to 1,500, including all the publishing costs plus the printing costs. And then the actual books I self-published, they were done with a budget of less than £200. So formatting is a cost. Fortunately, I don't have to pay my editor, but if you have to pay an editor, you'd have to factor that cost in. Getting the book cover design, you have to factor in as well. And obviously your time, and so, and then obviously if you're going to need help with it, you've got to factor in that cost. So that is hopefully most of the questions. If you have other questions, feel free to pop them in the comments below. I might make a part 2 to this video. If you would like someone to handhold you through this process, I do have a book consultation that you can, go ahead and pay for. And for that, I'll write it all down, but I'll take you through the process of setting up an Amazon account for the publishing and help you get it on Amazon, and also sourcing your formatter, your book cover design, and the various layers that go with it. Or you can definitely learn yourself. There are some amazing YouTube tutorials. That's another option, just searching how do you upload to Amazon, and they will take you step by step through the process. And so for some people that works perfectly, but I appreciate we all have different learning styles. And so you want to find a route that works for you. But I would definitely encourage anybody who is thinking about publishing a book to go for it, because, well, why not? Yeah, why not? It's a little piece of history. It's a little piece of you out there in the world. And I was once told your books can reach further than you ever can. And so today I've had, especially the book around spiritual abuse, it's been read in Africa, Canada, America. I know someone in South America, Europe, as well as all over the UK. And so I, at the moment, couldn't get to those countries, but my book can. So yeah, consider that your book is an extension of you, and it can go further than you can as well. I'm here. I do provide coaching services. And so again, if that'll be of use, feel free to book an appointment at the link in the comments. But all the very best with your writing journey. If this video has been helpful, please do give it a thumbs up and write a comment below. And all the best with your writing journey. My name is Francesca McDowell from Elevate Coaching. Take care.